I just started walking like an hour ago. I'm still in Fethiye. I'm walking around this along this promenade. This trail starts pretty soon, but it's so fucking hot already. It's like 35 degrees. The sun is like from there, I'm sweating. There's like a hangover from yesterday. Oh my god. Oh, complicated start, and I'm not even at the beginning yet. Lycian Way is a long-distance hiking trail in southwestern Turkey. It follows the Mediterranean coast for 500 kilometers from Fethiye to Antalya. Lycian Way takes its name from the ancient civilization which once inhabited the area about 2,500 years ago. The trail, that was used by the Lycians as a footpath and a mule trail, was waymarked in 1999 by British expat Kate Clown. Welcome to Lycian Way, day number 1. So I'm doing like an extra day before I started in Fethiye. The actual beginning point is actually like coming soon. So far it's been a lot tougher than I expected. It's so hot. It's like 33, 35 degrees, sweating a lot. My backpack is actually like heavier than I expected. Like I packed a lot of food. I think I have like 5 days worth of food, which is a bit like overkill. There will be like stuff on the way, but because there's this pandemic at the moment, it's kind of like hard to know what is open and what not. Full-on lockdown started in Turkey a couple of days ago. The locals are not allowed to even go outside for anything for like next 3 weeks. It's different for tourists. Tourists are allowed to go around, but it's hard because like things are closed and it's different, you know. I hope the next days are gonna be better, easier, because like if it's gonna be like this, oh, I don't know. What did I get myself into? 30 days, 500 kilometers. Why did I think it's a good idea? All right, let's go then. So after a whole day walking, I'm finally on the actual Lycian Way. It was just the beginning right there. I'm gonna find a camping spot actually pretty soon here, in a couple of kilometers or so. As I started my first days on these ancient trails, I began to wonder, why would someone hike 500 kilometers? Obviously, I had some time to do some thinking on the way, and I came up with 8 reasons why to hike 500 kilometers on Lycian Way. Number 1. First of all, we need to realize that not everyone even gets this opportunity. Most of the world is dealing with fulfilling their basic needs on daily basis, and they would never get the chance to leave their daily job and go hiking for a month. Life in the first world countries, however, has become so comfortable that we're looking for some external fulfillment. That is why I believe it is important to understand and realize the privilege and be grateful of the opportunity. So this is the end of day number 2 out of 30. I just had dinner. I have my tent here on this wide open field. I'm chilling with some turtles here. It's just like walking around here like 10 meters away from me. Oh my god, like it's seriously been pretty hard. It's like 34 degrees, 35 degrees, super hot. Like it makes you really tired. I hope it's gonna get easier. No idea. I'm pushing pretty hard actually, like walking for the whole day. Today I started like 8 a.m. and now it's like 7 p.m. I just got here like an hour ago. So yeah, it's been really hard actually. In these moments, as you just witnessed, I tried to remind myself the following quote. Nothing that's worthwhile is ever easy. It has to be hard. Development as a person comes through difficulties and growth happens outside of your comfort zone. The harder the task, the sweeter the accomplishment. Morning. So this is the beginning of day number 4. Today I stayed in a small village, Bel. Stayed in a guest house, local guest house. Also got a local Turkish dinner and breakfast. The accommodation with the food was like 100 liras, it's like 10 euros. So yeah, I guess it's pretty nice. So yeah, the room was pretty simple, but that's all you need. Anyways, yeah, it's already like after 9 a.m. I had a bit like lazy morning. It's super hot outside already. It's gonna be a warm day today again. I don't know like how far I'm gonna go. I will see. I haven't checked the map yet, but I think it's like, mostly gonna be downhill and to some beach. Maybe we're gonna continue from there. Oh, by the way, so the local like food, the dinner and the breakfast, oh, it was so good. Like freshly locally made, like fresh eggs, fresh cheese, like everything. So good. Reason number 3. Is there anything else that I would rather be doing at this very moment? Would I like to lay on the bed at home and watch Netflix? Yes, hiking is not easy, but no. This is exactly where I need and want to be at this very current moment. This theater here was built already like 1st century BC, so it's more than 2100 years ago. It was before the gladiator wars. Like first it was a theater, and after that they started to like actually do the gladiator stuff here as well. Also what is pretty crazy is like there's almost nobody here. There is like some family or something like down there, but this huge historical site, like so well preserved, nobody here. I guess it's the Turkish pandemic situation at the moment and the lockdown and everything, but it's pretty impressive to be here almost by myself. And right next to the theater there's the assembly hall. If I understand correctly, this is where the government or like sittings were taking place. And also this region Patara was like the center and the capital of the Lycian kingdom of its time. And that was already before the Romans came here. So yeah, really well preserved. This is how the governmental parliament seating was happening here. Okay, day number 7. Done, just like that, 1 week. I'm in Kalkan, in a guest house, as you can see, in a room which is a bit too fancy. for me at the moment. This is the first time like this lockdown and the pandemic has actually like shown any effects to this trek. Like I went to a couple of places and like all of them were closed due to the lockdown, I believe. One of them suggested me to come here, and yeah, they were actually open. So I got this room for 200 liras with breakfast, which is like 20 euros. And the last couple of days it has been actually getting easier. The elevation profile has been like more flatter. The sun hasn't been that strong anymore. It's more like 25, 26 degrees and a bit of wind and clouds. So it's a bit nicer. It's a lot nicer than walking in like 34, 35 degrees. So it's getting easier. I'm getting to the vibe. I've been enjoying. Today was really, really good. I really enjoyed today. It was like, yeah, really nice day, like really nice views, walking along the coast. But at the same time, there has been some other like difficulties, like really angry dogs barking all the time. Like this is one of my fears. This is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of stray and angry dogs. Like it doesn't been really nice. Like I'm always like on the edge, trying to look for them, like if they're coming or not. They're always barking and like running after you. The other thing is the bushes. They're like really strong needles. All of the legs and kind of like the hands are totally like full of scratches and everything. They've been like getting to my bag. The last 2 days I've been wearing like long pants just to protect my legs from all of this like scratches and everything. There always has to be something, right? From tomorrow I'm gonna go up to the mountains again. Like tomorrow I think it's gonna be climbing like from here on the sea level up to like 800, 900 meters above sea level. Number 4. Long distance hike as a pilgrimage. While there are differences between these two, there are also many similarities. Both include aspects of some sense of spirituality, introspection, and focus on the journey itself. So it's the beginning of day number 9. About like half an hour after I left my campsite, went to this local farmhouse. They invited me over for some tea and some kefir, and I met some other hikers there. They're going the opposite direction of me. They're from France. I was listening to them, like how are they doing the hike, and you can see like they're really enjoying it, taking it slowly. Like they stayed in Kash, one of the nice cities here, for like 5 days. They have been taking sometimes taxi or hitchhiking. As for me, I'm kind of like taking this trail a bit differently. Like for me, the only thing in my mind is all the time like get to the end, to do this 500 kilometers by walking. That's like the goal, that's like the aim of this trek. But at the same time, like if the purpose of life is to enjoy every single moment of it and enjoy the current moment, then it's not really in line that I'm always like pushing to this goal and not like maybe enjoying that moment that much. I also met some guy from Iraq a couple of days ago. You can see like taking it slow, enjoying it more. Like this guy from Iraq was just sipping some wine under a tree for like half an hour. Yeah, I think I maybe need to somehow relax a bit, enjoy the moment a bit more. At the same time, like I think it's also good to have these goals and work for them, but it's probably about the balance of these two. Like it's been better now. Like in the first couple of days I was really pushing for it, like really going for it all the time. 4 or 5 days or so, yeah, I've been enjoying, I've been relaxing and doing it nicely. Just some thoughts about the purpose and the goal and the aim, and why are we doing these things, and is there like a right way how to do these things. But yeah, like I'm trying every day to relax a bit more and kind of enjoy the moment and take it all in, and to realize that I'm in Turkey. I'm hiking here, and it's amazing nature around here. Like yesterday when I was camping, when it went dark, I just stepped out of the tent and I looked at the sky. Oh, like I think it's one of the best clear night skies I have ever seen in my life. It was just like the sky is so full of stars and you're kind of like under the dome or something. So it was really nice. All good so far. Equipment is good, legs are good, feeling good. I don't know like if I was clear enough before, but what I meant was like by always working towards some goal, you always have this like eye on the finished product, and you might easily miss on the process and like the enjoyment of the life itself, like because the process is usually the thing what makes it like actually like worthwhile. Of course, like reaching this goal is also really good and beneficial, so it's not about what's the best way, what's the right way. My life is more like goal orientated. I work towards a goal and then I finish it and then I go for the next one. So this is like how my life looks like. But what I meant is kind of like it's important for me to realize and understand that the process is as important. Try to slow down from time to time and kind of like enjoy the moment, because this is what it's all about. It's about enjoying and being in the moment, in the present moment, the best you can. So yeah, that's that. It's day number 10 of the hike, and welcome to Kash. Number 5. Have stories to tell, not stuff to show. Life is about creating and living experiences. I must admit that it will make quite a good story to remember and tell. I hiked 500 kilometers in Turkey. This experience is and stays. Welcome to day number 15 on Lycian Way. Today this is gonna be like one of the hardest sections on the trail from Demre to Finica. It's a couple of days in the mountains without a lot of water sources and kind of like no options for like food or anything else. But we're good. I'm joined from Bolivian Ursula. She's accompanying me for the hike for these couple of days now. We're gonna go uphill for like 1.5 kilometers today. Let's go. So this is what it's cool and special about Lycian Way. You can see these old ruins from Roman or Greek times absolutely everywhere, every day. You're even like stepping on these like old stones. Like all of these beautiful ornaments and everything, they have just fallen onto the ground in here, and nobody's restoring them or anything. They're just like laying here for 2000 years already. So if it would be somewhere in Europe or somewhere else, like this would be so protected, everything would be so reserved, like nobody can step on the stones and stuff. And like in here, you're just like stumbling on the old ornament rocks. It's pretty special to be able to witness all of this. So we're climbing the steepest part of this mountain now. Other times like there are no this like red and white markers anymore, but it's easier to like look into the distance, and there are these like rocks put on each other, stacked on each other by previous hikers or the trail makers. You can see the trail by the rocks where the trail goes. We're gaining some elevation, quite hard going. So just another example of the amount of ruins you can see on this Lycian Way. We just came on top of this hill. It's called the Belos ruins here, and it's like a necropolis. There are like graveyard down there with like huge tombs, and there's a big ruins of a castle in here. There's also like really awesome views from here, of course, on the Mediterranean, some towns, and just on the background we just started to hear the Muslim call for prayer from the mosques. So yeah, you can hear it everywhere in here, since of course it's a Muslim country still. Nice spot for lunch, for a little break, and gonna continue. So I just wanted to show the campsite for tonight. So basically we are in the middle of some old ruins. It's like on top of the hill again. There's also like a little bit small farmhouse back down there. The guy there like showed us this like a bit like flatter spot in the middle of all of these rocks. Also you can hear different goats on the background. There's a horse just in here like tied up. There's a beautiful sunset happening. Finica, we're going tomorrow, is right in there, and you can see the sea from here as well. This spot is pretty nice for the camping. Also like the guy from the farmhouse just brought us a 5-liter water bottle. Okay, this guy is just here and taking his horse away, I think. All right, so
I guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave.
Number 6. Traveling, learning and discovering about new places, cultures and nature. While walking is not the most productive way to explore a big country, it allows you to reach places and meet people you normally would not. So the route took us through the Olympus ruins, and I needed to pay like 40 liras entrance to walk through there. And on the other side there's a beach. You can see there's quite some people here. The lockdown in Turkey just ended a day or two ago. It seems like people are enjoying themselves now. Nobody's wearing masks anymore. Oh, it's weird. It's weird to be here with all of my stuff. So this is actually really cool. Here are the Chimera flames. You can see this hillside behind me. And it's not only this hillside, I think it's going to continue up there as well. There are like a lot of these holes in these rocks. And there's natural gas trapped inside. They're all burning here. All the time. These are burning. Some of them are quite big actually. So yeah, there's a lot of these burning flames. And I'm actually gonna camp here. Not in this exact spot, but like a bit more up, where is another spot with flames, but a little bit smaller. I will keep on going 100 meters more uphill and maybe return to these places when it's already dark. Should be a lot cooler. I made it to the upper flames and I'm definitely not gonna go back down today. It was quite a climb. It's pretty cool in here as well. I just put my tent in here. Pretty nice views from up here, from this spot. The sea is right from there, the view for the sea. And on the other side, there are some hills and stuff. It's pretty nice. I think like the sunrise is gonna be like over the sea from here. Also, just 25 meters from my tent are the flames. So just in here, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots like burning here. I think I'm gonna have my evening coffee and preparing my food on these flames here. Not a bad place at all. I got here like 6 p.m. There's still quite some daylight left, 2.5 hours. But I think it's a nice place to stay and I'm gonna just chill here. It's the end of day 20, I think, not really sure anymore. Today was a pretty tough climb. I started at 300 meters from sea level and now I'm at 1800. So it's just like 6 p.m. and I just got to this one possible camp spot. So this is actually the highest point of the whole Lycian Way, 1,800 meters and something a bit like more. A bit windy here and quite cold. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater. The sun is still up, so it's gonna get pretty cold at the night time, I guess. But I think it's a nice, really epic spot to camp. It's like a bit on the hilltop here. There's not a lot of space for the tents, just like barely to fit one tent in here. And a bit rocky and stuff, but I think it's gonna be fine. Anyways, epic spot. There are like this really ancient cedar trees around here, like they're huge. It's beautiful around here. Day number 21. I've been on this trail for 3 weeks now. I'm getting this bittersweet feeling already. Quite eager to get to the finish point. Counting the days until the finish. I think it's like 4 more days or so. But at the same time, like the nature in here has been so good. Like this last couple of days in these mountains, it's super nice. And every day you see something new, something really good. Even after like 3 weeks, this trail still keeps on surprising, which is like really awesome. It's a strange feeling. I'm enjoying it a lot, being in the nature here. And if I finish, like I'm not gonna have this nature around me all the time that much anymore. Reason number 7, a challenge. Can I do it? Successfully completing a big physical and mental challenge gives a great sense of accomplishment. It also gives a boost for other activities in your life to understand that you can achieve almost anything. So this is the first glimpse of Antalya. So it's day number 23 and I'm actually already on the final stage of the whole way. But I'm just sitting in the shade at the moment because it's so hot. It's like there's like no air to breathe, like a bit hard going, but it's nice, the nature is nice, it's good. Just like that, it's the beginning of the last day on the Lycian Way, day number 24. I have like half day to go. In the beginning it's gonna be quite a climb, 600 meters up and then all the way downhill. It feels so beautiful here. So I've reached the high point of the last day of trekking on Lycian Way. I'm sitting next to a cemetery and it's gonna be all downhill from here until the ending point. I was just thinking about how I started this journey. In the beginning days I started to think about why would somebody hike 500 kilometers? What are the reasons behind it? Why would somebody do that? Why would I do that? Well, I guess I have actually like achieved some of the things that I was thinking about, being more present at the moment and like enjoying the nature and being present in everyday life. So this is something that I have really enjoyed. But as we are talking about the reasons why would somebody hike 500 kilometers, I have learned to understand that like doesn't have to be like this specific big goal or reason that you see in the movies, you know? Like, why not? Personally, I got more interested in hiking and I felt like it would be interesting to do this one of those long distance hiking trails. I just got this idea like 1 year ago and I checked some trails and this trail in Turkey like really got my attention, and just 1 year later I'm here and doing it. So what I'm trying to say that personally I'm trying to live my life the way that if I have an idea and if I want to do something, then I'm trying to do it as soon as possible. Like, why postpone it? Why do it later? There might not be any later options. So this is how I'm trying to live my life. Do it now, because there might not be any later. Like, not to have any regrets about the things that you wanted to do but you didn't, like when life is done. Why hike 500 kilometers in Lycian Way? Why not? It's a beautiful day and I'm enjoying it, and soon this trip will be done. Peace out. It's right around the corner. No way. No fucking way. Yes! No way. It's done. I just fucking walked from Fethiye to Antalya. One more sign. That's it. I made it. 500 kilometers and more. Lycian Way. Done. What now? I mean, Antalya is still pretty far away. Like, I think it's like 25 k's to Antalya. How do I get there? I thought I'm gonna finish in Antalya. Oh well, I guess I just keep on walking then.